Chris Webber gave some details on this as they were going off the air after that game. But yesterday, Luke Walton gave the Lakers the day off, basically had an optional practice. A couple of guys showed up, and then more and more gathered, and then they were first playing one-on-one, then four-on-four. The guy who was leading that whole thing was Rajon Rondo. And then he comes back tonight, hits the game winner. I mean, obviously the concerns were legitimate. We talked about this earlier when you've got a team that has a lot of young guys all wondering, am I going to get traded and that kind of thing. Once you see that light at the end of the tunnel, freed them all up.
You know, this is what championship chemistry to the next level would be. You know, we have better players. I don't know if the Lakers have enough talent to be that, or they're trying to be a playoff team. But being a playoff team, this is that chemistry that you're talking about. I like it to drive in a car, Ernie. So if you're driving a car and your gas is on E, you drive the car a little bit differently because you're like, oh, let me turn the AC off. Let me not drive it. But the gas doesn't change the way you should drive the car, really. It's the where you need to go. It doesn't change but everyone changes. You're sitting there nervous. You're like, am I going to ride? If I'm going to stop, But when you have a full tank of gas, you drive the car, no thought. The Lakers today had a full tank of gas. They're able to drive with no concern.
Don't even start, Shaq. Don't even start about half full and.
I'm just telling you.
I don't want to hear. Does it work when you turn the air conditioner off?
But no, what I'm saying, you drive cautious.
AC ain't got nothing to do with the gas.
No, but people get nervous and they start doing all of those crazy
things. Radio ain't got nothing to do with the gas.
When it has nothing to do with driving the car.
19 years we've been together. That's the stupidest thing.
No, he is the king of the
It's
analogy.
way over your head.
I was just afraid he was going to go down that whole road about this.
Chuck made a good point earlier.
Okay.
Or Chuck or Kenny. Okay, trade deadline is over.
It's over.
So now the guys have an opportunity, a couple months to say, you know what?
I'm going to let y'all know you don't trade me.
Exactly. Show up and play, and they did that. I don't think Kyle Kuzma should ever be on the trading blocks. I like that kid. I like the way he plays.
Well,
well, if you're going to get an Anthony Davis type player,
but I wouldn't.
He might be on your trade block because that's the type of player that could help you if you're New Orleans or you're someone else.
I'm never trading Kyle Kuzma.
Okay, I like that.
But
everybody else can go.
Well, clearly it wasn't enough. They just played free after that butt kicking, and you can tell psychologically they were not in the Indiana game. They just weren't there. This was like night and day.
Because they got a full tank of gas.
Yeah, well, they stopped.
They turned off the AC.
Yeah, but Ernie, players.
Or when they got to half, they just.
No! I'm not going to allow that.
America, when you get to half, just spend.
We're not going to allow that tonight. We've been down that road way too many times.
Stop it, Chuck.
I'm doing it tonight on the way to McDonough.
Wait.
So
you said stop it, Chuck?
No, that's what Shaq always. Ernie says to me.
Okay, you've made your point, correct?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, it was just, they were just. They're not just them guys. And my favorite thing is jocks don't listen to the radio, don't read the newspaper. That's total BS. Everybody knows all the stuff that's going around.
And especially with social media now, too, there's no way you don't hear.
You can't. And my man Woj, who does a fantastic job at ESPN, if I was on the trade block, I would never I'd keep my TV off if he was around. But Woj be telling you stuff. He does a great job. Yeah. But, it's tough. Those are kids, too. I mean, those guys, they only been in the NBA a couple years. They ain't never been traded. They've always been the best college player. They've always been told how great they are. And then they're like, wait, they're giving up like 7 of us and 2 draft picks, and we must really suck. I mean, think about that. If you look at that trade, they're like, wait, we're getting up everybody and draft picks for one guy? That's got to hurt your pride.
Huge win for the Lakers, 129-128 at Boston.